Did you just get fired? Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Picture this. You're called into what seems like a routine meeting, only to find HR waiting alongside your supervisor. Sound familiar? This is what I call the HR ambush. And while it feels like a betrayal, it's actually a calculated corporate strategy. Companies use this method to maintain control over the termination process, but here's what they don't tell you. You have the right to request time to review any separation agreements they present. Don't feel pressured to sign anything on the spot. Now, let's address something that drives terminated employees crazy: the mysterious, no reason given termination. And here's the cold hard truth about employment law in America. Unless you have a specific contract stating otherwise, you're likely an at-will employee. And this means your employer can fire you without providing a reason, as long as it's not discriminatory or retaliatory. However, and this is crucial, just because they don't give a reason doesn't mean you don't have a legal recourse. If you suspect discrimination, retaliation, or a violation of some law, that's where things get interesting from a legal standpoint. If you suspect discrimination, retaliation, or violation of a law, that may be where your lawsuit begins. And then there's the health insurance bombshell. Yes, your coverage typically ends either on your last day or the month's end, but here's what most people don't realize. COBRA isn't your only option. Under the Affordable Care Act, losing your job qualifies you for a special enrollment period on the healthcare marketplace, which might be more affordable than COBRA. Plus, some states have additional protections and insurance options that many terminated employees never learn about. So here's a pro tip most lawyers won't tell you. Start documenting everything the moment you sense something's off. Save emails, take notes after meetings, and keep a record of any performance reviews or feedback. This documentation can be invaluable if you need to challenge the termination or negotiate a better severance package. Remember, while termination might feel personal, companies often follow standardized procedures to protect themselves legally. Understanding these procedures empowers you to protect your own interests during this challenging transition. The most important thing to know is not to let the shock of termination paralyze you into inaction. There are strict timelines for filing complaints or claims if your rights have been violated. And while many terminations are legally sound, enough aren't to make it worth consulting with an employment lawyer, especially if something feels off about how it was handled. I'm Cara Fontenot, and I represent employees. Follow me for updates on employment law and protecting yourself in the workplace. Your career might depend on it.